Hey everyone, this video is personal note, but I think everybody can get something from my way of thinking. So I was creating a photometric stereo of my future foliage for a bigger project, and as you can see, everything is as it's supposed to be. I need to red shoot it because it's out of focus, but it was still enough to get a good base to create that workflow. So there's a albedo, normal map, nothing fancy. I have two additional pictures captured with and without cross-polarisation. So after creating a conversion to grayscale, I received a difference from those two in order to receive a glossiness values for the roots and for the leaves and background. Then I used a color muse that extract values from the picture, and we have here the darkest is rough background and the brightest is for the leaves up here. Later I'm gonna use it as the roughness values, but to get a mask I use a cross-polarization picture instead of generated albedo, because that one is too bright and have shadows. So I believe that physical accurate cross-polarization is better in that case. I use color to mask to extract as many colors values and split them into the mask as possible. So up here we have whites for the ruler on the left, greens for the leaves, blue for the background, and browns for the sticks. And let's take a look on the picture once again. So it's not that easy because those greens are quite similar, but for those parts it's super nice and easy. So with those I make a couple of blends to merge separate values for the greens, because second and third color and then ninth is greens. So there's a first pass and then the last green. Same stuff for the browns. Of course blending mode is lighter, and then I use those result blends as the mask for my color muse. So up here first one is for the roots, so there's a mask, there's an input, and there's a result from that. Same with the leaves. Then I adjust their colors, or I supposed to say contrast brightness, because I took shot of that ivy when it's wet, so it's way more glossy than it's supposed to be. So I adjust those colors. Brightness is at the same value to make the same amount of the change. I can, thanks to that, adjust the glossiness of the particular element later. And then there's a blending. It's not perfect, especially on the leaves. I'm not entirely sure why that's happened, because those leaves supposed to be just dark green. But maybe in the Substance Painter that's gonna be easier. For now, everything stays in the Artengine because I can just use it as the template. And with that, I have my glossiness roughness map that's supposed to be inverted, and there's a result. Leaves are glossy when the roots are rough, well, slightly more rougher than leaves, which is perfect. Same stuff with the mask, but in that case I used a albedo map to extract values for the blue and for the greens with the color to mask. Then there was a blending to connect those greens that I received, or maybe whites. Let me see, region 2, region 3, it's supposed to be alright, because I assume that those bright spots on the leaves from the generation are catch additional with the ruler. So with that blending, I received a quite nice masking from the background that is blue, and use it as the opacity mask that will be exported. And I believe that's it for this video.